So I've actually added quite a bit to this compartment here. Seems like you always need more stuff. Tools and whatnot, keep you going. So starting at the top, this is something I picked up here recently, and this is a O-ring sizing cone, and I got it because I had a big O-ring that I didn't have in stock, and that's really all I needed. And if I'd had this, I could have sized it and made it, but I didn't. So I picked this thing up. It's pretty slick. I actually learned quite a bit about O-rings, and I don't know how much this people are interested in or can see, but there are different numbers on each side corresponding with these different sizes. So these are kind of gauge sizes down here at the bottom. And then running up the cone above them, they have numbers which show the actual, diameter of the O-ring. So you just drop an O-ring on it, and the number below it is the size. You can size the O-ring itself before you put on the cone. Then so you can make one. And I got a couple kits in the next box back. I got a metric and a standard, so should be pretty good to go. One of the things I found with buying O-rings, is that it's easy to get the diameter wrong, and so I think being able to make them and having a selection of the different sizes of the O-ring material and this cone to size them, I think it'll be easier for me to get it right rather than trying to kind of buy like a size above and a size below to make sure you got the right one. Okay, so this is another Lisle tool, and it's the terminal removal kit. So you have 3 of these, hex tools, and so between the 3 of them, basically they say you've got it all covered. It got good reviews, and I liked how this little holder pops off, so you can put it on there, and that allows you to kind of protect your hand while you're actually using the tool that you're using to poke into the terminal to remove. But anybody that's tried and struggled to remove terminals knows what a nightmare it can be. I think those engineers lie up at night trying to design ways to make it difficult to remove those darn things. But if you have the right tool, and also with some terminals, knowing the technique to remove them, it just makes all the difference. They just come right apart. And I used this the other day, and I had a terminal out of the holder so I could see how it worked. I picked out the right tool, slipped it in there, it just comes right out. So that's really handy. I got a project coming up where I'm going to need to use it. That's why I got this in particular, and I'm looking forward to getting that taken care of. So I recommend them. 57,750 Lisle. It's a good kit. Yeah, so this box here is it's like instruments and supplies, kind of tools. And so there's a lot of stuff in here. And I don't, again, I don't use it all regularly, but when I need it, it's there. This is something I would recommend. It's the Hex Crimp Junior crimper. It's made in America again. It's got rotating dies up here, and I think it goes to I think it might go down to 8 maybe, and up to single. Yeah, 8 to number 1, and so I've got a larger one that is vice mounted. They'd go. I think it goes to 4/0. Same basic principle, but it's bench mounted, and I've used that for making battery terminals. But So that rides right there. And then something that kind of goes along with this, I've been real happy with this setup here. Plano boxes, and you know, like that's my Deutz box. Got spades, you know, fuses, connectors. I think back in the very back, relays, and yeah, these are heavy lugs that go with that heavy terminal crimper there. Yeah, love these Plano boxes. I recommend them. Got this bungee cord. I got a small eye hooked back there and a small one down there, so it keeps them so they ride well and things stay organized. Yeah, this is another new addition here. To go, I got it riding in my clamp meter box. If you're not familiar with you know, a clamp meter, I would also recommend that. This one is the I-1010 Fluke, and so it goes to 1,000 amps, and so you could use it to check like an alternator. It's a good tool. What I wanted to show you, this is new here. And this is a 62 max Fluke infrared thermometer. And so I picked this up off of eBay. Another good Fluke tool. This is going to be part of that welding repair, because they do ask for that on the head that you preheat, I think, to 330 degrees. So yeah, it's something I've wanted for a while. So I'm looking forward to getting that project taken care of. Yeah, and then let's see. Here we go. This is something I put together recently too. I built this and that tray setup that was in the tank box together. So it's a tray to hold a box, another Apache box from Hobo Freight for the radios. As I think I said before, I packed 4 black box radios and chargers and a surge protector charger plug-in. I'm on the road a lot. You got to go where the trees are, and so I oftentimes do need a total of 4 radios if I'm working highway and there are a couple flaggers and maybe somebody on the ground helping me cut. And so this way I've got it all in a box. I can pack it in the hotel room if I'm on the road. I can charge them overnight. The radios are good to go. You know, those radios are, I don't know, $200-300 a piece, so they're worth protecting. So I was happy with it, making use of every inch of space again. But let me break it out and I'll show you. I love these Apache boxes. You know, it's kind of a shame that they're made in China. I've got Pelican boxes too, but these are about a third of the cost. So. Yeah, so there's a setup. We got Kaizen foam as a cutout. The radio that I use, I've got 2 of them, one for me and one for my wife. These are the speaker mics. They clip on your lapel there, so you can just talk into your chin, basically. So it's got the chargers and the adapters, room for 2 radios, Kaizen foam cutout, and then underneath 2 just handheld black boxes, and then a power strip plug in. So yeah, it's all there. It's good to go. Protected. These are waterproof, and I was pretty happy with how it came out. Yeah, and the tray came out nicely too. As many of us do, I really enjoy fabbing stuff up. I like making it so it's making things that are just what I want, and a lot of stuff it's got to be custom. It's a one-off kind of deal, but came out well, works well. Yeah. Okay. So here's one last thing in here, and I'm really happy with this. This is a terminal set from AES Wave, and I got this online. Direct from AES Wave. They build these kits and sell them themselves. I was really happy. I did talk to someone there in the office, and they were real friendly, and it worked out great. They were actually experiencing some kind of supply issues, like we all are, And she was very apologetic, and I explained it. Real helpful. So it was a good outfit. So this thing here is. It's basically a test kit, and with the importance or the integral nature of electronics on like the buncher, but on everything now, this is definitely something that I saw. It was the best quality, and it was expensive, but I'm happy I've got it. So. Yeah, maybe we can get a little bit of a close-up on that, but it's a really comprehensive kit, and the quality is really high. I like the case, and there are a couple features specifically that really kind of caught my eye that I'd kind of like to go over. Yeah, so I think the thing I want to start with, let's see. So these are test leads, and these would be appropriate for Deutz, and so they're set up with the banana style adapters, so they can plug right into the test lead of your multimeter. And then the other ends, and as you can see, there's a pretty broad selection of different terminal types, from spade to pen to QuickCouple, and as I said, this would be the male Deutz, and so you can plug that into a Deutz connector, and by doing so, you do a couple things. One is that you get a real positive connection, and so you can check for continuity. You can check for obviously power itself, but you can also check to make sure that in the case like Deutz, it's a good connector. You can do like that tug test and see if it's stiff. The thing that I really liked about these, and other people recommended as well, was you can see that how small that diameter is. So, even if you're looking at a Deutz Mini, you can plug two of these or more, if it's a multi-position plug, into the end. It's not this big common, connector similar to like that there, that the other kits have. So it's really well designed, well thought out, and well made. And this has helped me out a couple times already. And super nice kit. It's designed to protect the stuff. It stores well, and it's a very comprehensive kit. These are for that's a maxi. That's a 60 up to 60 amp fuse block, so you can plug it in, check for power. You can also plug that into a lead on your multimeter. You can check for use a clamp meter on that single leg. So there's a standard. There are three of those there. The standard ATC. And then I also got a couple more fuse connectors there for tapping. It's got a potentiometer resistance tester there. It's got a couple probes, alligator clips. And it's also got, and these are super high quality, This is a probe, a wire probe. So you can see in the end there, you can press. And I always think that probe and a wire is the last option because you're actually putting a hole in the wire. But put your wire in there, then gently screw that up. This this initial plunger comes forward to center the wire, and then at the end, I don't know if you can see that, but that micro probe comes out. And because it's centered, the wire is centered, you're going to definitely get good contact in that. So I'm going to hold that up and show it maybe with white behind it. You can see that. So super high quality. And but the nice thing about this kit is that with the different sets of terminal connectors, you really avoid the need to have to probe much. And so this was money well spent. I'm happy with it, and it's not cheap, but if you're looking for something like that, you think it'd be useful, I would highly recommend it to you. AES Wave online. Yes, I think that does it for this box.